What is up, YouTube? It is OP Koa here, coming at you with a Jewelry Bonney gameplay. Uh, this list is straight from the 3v3 championship, One Piece championship from Japan. This list is played in OP09, but it's legal in 8.5 as soon as we get the starter decks. And we got to get ready for that. That's end of this week. Very exciting. All right, we've got our first game for you against
A very interesting.
against oh, let me get rid of this big card. There we go. Against none other than, wow, I can't speak, Doflamingo. Alright, this is a long game, so let's get straight into it. It's 2x speed. In this matchup, you're just looking for a good curve and counter. Okay, so Dofi starts off turn 1 Perona, sorts the top 5. We've got a turn 1 blocker. We know he's going to swing 7 and use leader ability. This is a free block, and then it puts us not under threat of putting, right? So one thing that you're going to have to manage when you're playing into Doflamingo is the size of your hand, and then board. So I just swing 8 into his 6. He counters out. That was expected. I'm going to well, he swings 7. I should counter out of this, and then I'm going to rest the Weevil. Give him a carrot. Carrot is a huge character in this game, though. You do absolutely want to lock down his board. We're going to swing 5 into 5. He's only got 3 cards. He gives us another one. He's down to 2. This is looking to be a good start. We get a drop carrot. We're on the even curve. Carrot leaving up 1 Dawn. We lock down Weevil. It means he's only going to have 2 good attacks. He bottom decks our carrot, and we countered out with 1, so we're probably not going to see 1 for a while. And then he leader abilities. We're going to tap down his other swing, and he's got a full board, but only 1 card in hand. So we should be able to take care of this. It looks like we're going to lead off with a Cavendish. Swing 7 into Weevil. Okay, I undo that. Good. You definitely need to swing 8. Play a Bonney. Don't use it because we want to keep the 1 up to tap down one of his attackers. This is not a bad spot to be until he Gravity Blades me. So he's got a full board. I have a ton of life, but man, he just keeps coming for me. He develops board and is swinging big. This is a difficult position. He ends up adding a Dawn to his leader, which is definitely a mistake. If you can, he should have gone 7 and 7. It would have eaten 2 cards out of my hand rather than just 1. But yeah, it looks like we're looking at this Eustace Captain Kid. This is the key to this matchup. If they do not have Red Rock for it, they are in trouble. I get to get rid of his 6k body Kid with a Dawn and drop a Rosinante. So even if he... Actually, I need to read Rosinante. Can he Red Rock when I have that on the board? Anyways, he swings 8, block, block, block. He's going to swing 8 again, and I wish I had counter. Or, I mean, actually, I might just use this event to keep the kid on the board. And then I can swing, 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 and maybe I hit a good top deck. 8, 8, 8. I believe we use the event here. Yep, and we hit another Kid. That is huge. Kid is so good in this matchup. Okay, let's, yep. Swing 5, swing 8. Drop Kid, Dawn up the other Kid, and pass. Okay. Son Goku, we don't care. Forgot what he searched. I'm reading his Mihawks here. Swings 8. Obviously I have no counter, so that is just going to have to happen. And he hits a event off the top, making him not get a new body, which is huge for me. He's going to swing 7. He's going to be forced to keep cycling 2 cards. This is really good for me, and I get a baby out of life, but oh, wow. I kind of wish I countered out there. Okay, I counter out here. And let's see, what can I do here? I mean, I need to control board. He has no cards in hand. Yep. Definitely just throw a Dawn onto the Captain Kid. Drop Basil and pass. Okay, so he's got just baby attackers on the board. This is pretty good for me. If he swings 8 into Kid, then I rest the Teach. And I probably block with Hawkins here. I really want to keep Kid. As you can see, if they have to attack Kid, they're not attacking life, which is huge. He's cycled through a lot of his deck, but... Okay, rest down this Teach, hopefully. And then I block. See, the reason I probably need to rest down this Teach is because if he swings with Teach, he could get it all the way up to 9, I believe. Because can't he add 2 rested Dawn? But he does not, and I hit a Dofi off the top, which is huge. I still think I need to go for board here. Yep, 5 into 5. Hopefully this just eats a card for no reason. 8 into 6, eat another, nothing. Actually, it's just going to clear the body. And then I'm going to Dofi. And he's got 1 attacker. I have 1 life, so I'm not dead yet. Going to 0 is very risky though. Plays right into Perfume Femur. But I mean, I'm looking through his discard all the time. I don't see any of them yet, so that is worrisome. Okay, drop. Oh, top deck baby, that's huge. He doesn't end up... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, sorry. We need to rewind here. Okay, Dofi's frozen. He doesn't end up attacking with Law, which is just a mistake. Unless he's trying to go wide. Which I understand, but I have Kid. So that was his chance to put me to 0. He's got 2 attackers here, but I've got a Kid. Here, okay, he swings 10. I do have the event for that. Rest down his 5k and he's in trouble. I think, so he misclicks there, I'm sure. He could have played a body. And then I'm just gonna keep babying and looking for bodies. Then I have Bonney, looking for the blocker's a great option there. I wish it kind of was in the other order where I could have picked up the Rosinante to help protect this Kid. Yep, so he lets me clear board. I'm gonna go 9 into face, drop my 1-drop blocker. And now, if he wants to deal with this Kid, he's got to commit 3 Dawn to leader at least. If not more, if he wants to play around a 2k counter. He has the Law. Bounce, bounce. I no longer have a blocker. But he doesn't commit. Oh, wait. He's going to Boa Hancock, give Doflamingo a Dawn, and then put 2 more, swing 8. Okay, and I get to rest down his blocker. Man, there's a world where I go for game here. There's also a world... Oh. Oh, because I don't want him to attack again. Yeah, because the Law can attack. Right? Actually, I'm not sure. I need to rewind a little bit. Sorry. Did he just played that law, right? Let's go back. Sorry. Yeah, so he just played that law. So it couldn't have attacked. That was clearly a mistake. I should have rested the Boa Hancock. I swing 10 into the law, do my searches with Bonney. I find several blockers, which is what we need. Here he should just block with Boa, yep. And then I drop 2 blockers and leave a Dawn up. So, I mean, Perfume Fumer is a scary card. Definitely could win him a game. But I think he needs 2, so less worried. Swing 7. I rest down his 6k. He drops another blocker. And then I should just block. Yep. Now here I'd like... My opponent should probably go a little bigger than 7. Unless he's going to do 7 and 7. Okay. I block and use a counter. My opponent does take his time to think in this game a fair bit. But yeah, ends up going 7 and 7. I'm surprised he doesn't swing into the Basil Hawkins. Leaving me a blocker is huge. Also, not only does he leave me a blocker, but a way to go for lethal. So, if I had something to rest down this Doflamingo, he was in a world of hurt. But anyways, we're going to just try and clear board. And, I mean, I think I just need to try and top deck a kid, right? With Jewelry Bonney. He's deciding whether or not to counter out. So clearly he has at least 5k of counter. He blocks. Oh, I mean, I'm set up to do the Doflamingo play here now too. Yeah. Yeah, so I freeze his board. Now, like, Doflamingo does not play rushers, so removing board and freezing it effectively time walks him. I get a whole extra turn. And now I've got 2 Doflamingos on the board, potentially, and yeah, I should be able to go for game. I likely will just control board again, though. Ooh, okay, there's a kid. Now I just control board, drop kid, and I am as safe as can be. And theoretically, we're at the point in the game where I should be able to know whether or not some of these cards are coming. I've done quite a few searches with these searchers on the board that he just has not been able to deal with. And then, yeah, I go kid, give him a Dawn, and drop Resonante. Now I'm safe. I've got 2 blockers and kid, which means 3 of these attacks are going to have to... He's going to have to get 3 of these attacks through. So he instead just fills up his board. I'm going to 2k counter out of this swing and then go for game. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much a wrap, but as you can see, this is 8.5 legal. The only card that you're running is starter deck Shanks. It's a great removal option. And yeah, I mean, look at this. If you're worried about Doflamingo, you got an option right now. Granted, Did I win every game with this deck against Doflamingo? No, definitely not. That was a Lucci game. Let's take a look at a purple Luffy, another deck that's about to get very popular in 8.5. Oh, okay, that's the wrong one. This is the one. Here we go. Let's double speed. Okay. We are going second, and we've got a searcher, so that's a great place to be. And then I decide not to search because I want to set it up to where he has got to expend multiple resources to deal with these searchers. Search. Ooh. I mean, Kid is just one of the best cards in this green deck. Okay, and then we just swing face, drop a blocker. And now look, he's got 2 swings, but I have that blocker, so I'm going to be able to keep this searcher around if I want. And the odds are I do want that. Because look, we're going to go to 6 Dawn. We can Cavendish. Oh, he laws me, which that doesn't feel good. I should have countered out. Maybe out of that very first attack. Looking at this back again. But we're just going to search after playing Cavendish. Get a 2K. And try and control board. If he wants to give me counter here, I'm okay with that. I'm going to get to lock down 2 of these attacks. Or 1 of these attacks anyways with Bonney's ability. And if he wants to keep going face, I am okay with that. Or not go face, I am okay with that. Goes 5. Now I feel like I should counter out. Even though it's a 2K, still want to give it to him. I don't want to go to 7 and get lawed again. And he develops board, but I've got a great crack back here. 8 Dawn. Look at this. I get to go Kid and then Cavendish to bring back 2 Dawn. Ah, such a great play. Then swing 6 into 5. He's got to give me another 2K. And then I can choose to rest this Kid. I don't really need to, though. See what my opponent does here. Oh, okay, I was like, swings 8. I rest down one of his Zorojuros. Just gonna let Cavendish go. We're gonna be able to remove this Bonclave very easily. And then, yeah, he swings 7. I take that one, and then we should counter out of this next one. I thought that the beige was a 1K counter. Unfortunately, he is another brick, so this deck is very brick heavy, which is why it's on 4 copies of the event. And then he drops Sanjuro, and that card is a pain. He's going to just go infinitely plus on me, and so I see that card and I immediately think I need to remove that. So that is what I decide to do. I go Hody. I'm not under too much pressure, especially after going Kid. So then we're going to go 8 into 6. If he 2K 1Ks, then I go 6 into 6, and then I get to swing 8 into something else. But yeah, if he wants to commit the 2 cards, I'm okay with that. We're going to deal with it in another way. And then we get to drop beige to help protect this Kid, and I've got 1 Dawn up. He's in trouble here. He's going to struggle to deal with this Kid, and yeah. Really showing the power of beige here. 1 drop blocker, huge. Being able to still let us leave up the 1 Dawn to get Bonney ability. And then look, he swings 12, which is just a mistake. He needs to spread this and force me to have counter. I think 888 would have been my favorite. And then he swings 12, and I just let that go. because I'm going to be able to eat up his board this next turn. 8 into 6, give me your last cards. 5 into life, pop that. And I don't mind leaving him 2 attacks because it lets me get value out of the Bonney ability. So he's got to swing this 6 first. And then I'm going to rest leader, or if he swings leader, I'm resting Zoro. So, and I've got 2 big bodies, 2 life. I'm a little down on cards, but I have a better board. And I'm playing Bonney, so I get to slow him down to try and recoup that card advantage somehow. Like with Searchers. I really love that this deck is on the 8 Searchers. It's so powerful. He drops an Onami, that's a blocker. A little bit annoying, but definitely manageable. I'm hovering over it because I'm thinking, like, when he swings, do I tap down the blocker so that I can deal with board easier? And I decide not to. And then I think I take this here. Yeah, go to 1. 1 is not too bad. I do know that he has Rush Kaido. We see it in his discard. But I mean, look at this hand. I have 3 Searchers, and I'm going to be able to pop his board here. Oh man, he counters out. That's crazy to me. Ooh. Yeah, Cavendish off the Bonney. I'm just going to be able to build a huge board now. Doflamingo for follow-up. And now I can swing 11. He gives me the blocker. Swing 8. He's got to give me the last cards in his hand. He does not. I don't need to leave up leader ability when there's only 1 swing potentially coming at me, so. Again, he does potentially have rush cards. I just chose not to play around that. Rush Kaido being the main thing that I'm thinking of. He goes 8 into 8. Definitely not a game-winning play. And now I just get to walk him down. Bonney's a great search here. We're going to look for Kid. We hit Kid. Bottom tech 2 Shanks though. Not happy about that. And then, yeah, so we double search, then Cavendish swings 6. And now I have 10 on. And then it ends up working out that I should just go 15 here. So, I mean, mathematically, did we miss a win? Potentially. But it ended up working out. Like, we got both of our searches giving us 2 super relevant cards, and then we got to go 6, 8, 11, which is the right order to do it. Do it ascending as he draws cards. Looks like he had a brick in hand and only picked up 1 case. And then as soon as we saw that, we can go 15 for the game. But yeah, that was a great game. And then I do have one more fun one for us to watch here, and that is a black Luffy deck. ST14, 8.5. Let's give this a watch. Again, these games are long. Bonney is a controlled deck inherently because of the leader ability and the way that green plays. Yeah. So we turn 1 searcher. We are on the odd curve. And then we search, and swing 5. I don't actually think the order matters there because we turn 1'd the Jewelry Bonney. There was going to be a target for like Ice Age. So as long as we search before we swing, it's okay to play it this way. He can't deal with both of my searchers unless he played a Brooks. He didn't have it or chose not to play it and only deals with 1 of the searchers. So we're going to get value here and go ahead and grab. Little bit of potentially a mistake because I could have played Cavendish on 5, but that's okay. We'll force him to deal with these searchers while I amass a massive hand And yeah, 2 attackers, no problem. He's only going to be able to attack once. Drops a Laboon. Again, can't deal with these searchers. Feeling very good. I have a million cards in my hand. I'm eyeing up this Cavendish, but I do have Carrot, which potentially is a better play. A little bit of a mistake in my opinion, but I do end up swinging 7 into Kuzan. I think Carrot probably is a better play. Hindsight. I get to lock down this Kuzan and not risk it. Because this Cavendish is almost going to die 100% of the time here. He's got 2 ways to minus, so. Yep. He deals with our searcher. Swings 5. I mean, I don't even need to counter out yet. He shows me. A little sad about that. He hits my Rosinante, which would have been a huge play off of the kid. And then, yeah, looking at this, I definitely just want to deal with board, so I could see playing I could see playing Hody. I swing. Okay, I go Carrot. Cavendish. Oh, this is opening up a nice Basil Hawkins play. However, it doesn't leave 1 Don up, so it wasn't that nice, was it? Yeah, I'm playing a little weird. And yeah, he geckos. Rebecca. Tazuru. So it looks like this Carrot is getting popped 100% of the time here. Swings 10 into Cavendish. Oh, nope, he didn't have it. So he didn't drop the Brooks. Looks like we're gonna live here. Yeah, we're just gonna keep swinging 5 into this Laboon and try and deal with it. Swing 6 into lead, 6 into 6. Oh, yep. And then I'm eyeing up this Doflamingo blocker. Or, I mean, I guess they call him Birdcage Doflamingo. Yep, and we're going to swing, 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 and drop Doflamingo, lock down this board. Only thing he's going to be able to swing with is Gecko and Luffy. Oh, man. You know, side note, it would have probably been really good to block with the Basil Hawkins the turn before to make sure we got that leader to swing, especially if we were thinking about playing this Doflamingo. It's okay though, we've got a lot of power in our hand. We're just going to be able to chain together these Doflamingos. And he should struggle to deal with that. Sabo. Sabo's a great card. He's going to cycle, probably find another Gecko. Dumps an Isho. I'm honestly surprised he didn't just Isho again. Getting rid of 2 more cards out of my hand is huge. Very strong. He swings 7 at Carrot. I counter out. Granted, that leaves me 0 counter in my hand now. He doesn't know that though, so he swings 12 into my Basil Hawkins, and it looks like I'm going to be able to lock this board down again. Yep, 10 into 9. Try and get this Isho off the board. Go 6 into 6. And then, yeah, just Dofi again. Yeah, I'm developing a huge board. I'm still on 4 life. I don't have too much to worry about. He does get another Moria into Rebecca, giving him more 2k counter. His board is scary as well. But I've got the 3rd Doflamingo, so I mean, I'm just going to go 10-10 again. He's going to 2k. and that's okay with me. Because it's all getting locked down again. And then I can go 6 into life and feel very good still. And just like that, I've got 3 10k bodies on the board. Feeling great. I mean, Ice Age Jack, maybe, is devastating here. But we'll see. Our opponent is taking some time to think. Looking at my hand, I've got great follow-up. I've still got Kid and Hody Jones. He swings 12, and I end up countering out. 2k, 1k. I don't have any counter again, though. So he's got to commit his blockers if he wants to swing again. He commits a Sabo, which I'm very happy to see. Yep, and I'm left with 3 Doflamingos on board. So I can just swing 11s into these 9s. He's got to give me 2 cards every time, and then I can drop Captain Kid. Then I end up swinging 12, 12, 12. 9. The 9 makes it through on a miracle. And, I mean, there goes his board. I'm still 4 life. He's 2. We're just whittling him away here. He hits a Jack. Too little, too late. It's going to swing big. I can rest down this Jack or the Luffy. Rest down Sabo. Rather get the blocker out of the way. Swing 11. Yep, and now we're going to be able to deal with board here. Hody to rest down the Jack. Again, I have a ton of life, so it's okay for me to make that play. Clearly, he does not have counter. And then I'm going to drop a 1-drop blocker, and don't see how I lose this. I will say, though, like, playing into Lucci as Bonney is a nightmare. The games do not go as smoothly as that last one. But, man, yeah, that's the games. Let's take a look at the deck. This deck is straight up from... see if I can get this to load. The deck is just straight up from the 3v3 championship. But if you don't know it, let's take a look. We're on 4 Cavendish, 4 Apu, just a 2k counter, 4 Captain Kid. This card is so strong. I did not appreciate it until I played this deck. Triple Doflamingo. Yes, the game I drew 3 Doflamingos, it was all the copies in my deck. Granted, you have searchers, so it's not that crazy to see that, but yeah, Doflamingo, 10-drop, crazy tempo swing. Just a beast. 4 baby 5, 2k counter, searchable. 4 Rosinante. Rosinante Kid is the best combo. Okay, and also Rosinante does not work for anything other than KOs, so just a side note, you can still get red rocked. Baby 5, this is the Don Quixote Searcher. Double Hody, this is the game winner. This card's just super strong. Rest down blockers or opponent's Dawn. Don't forget that you can rest down Dawn. That's very relevant for dealing with events. You got Basil Hawkins, 6-drop monster blocker. Very hard to deal with. Love this card. Although, man, look at the amount of bricks we play in this deck. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 bricks, but 4 events to try and offset that a little bit. We're on 4 Carrot, 4 Beige. Carrot MVP into aggro. This card's so strong. In one of those games, I definitely should have dropped Carrot on 5, or on 6 Dawn. Yeah, locked down a blocker. or lock down an attacker. And yeah, it would have been a huge tempo play. For Bonney, this is the Supernova Searcher. Triple Shanks. This is the only card from ST16, and it actually puts this deck in an amazing position, being able to do 9 Dawn to remove a threat and still leave up your 1 Dawn to lock something down with Jewelry Bonney is huge. And then your 4 events. The trigger is only sometimes relevant. It's mostly like you play a lot of bricks, so you need to be able to trash them using this event. Yeah, that's Jewelry Bonney. This deck is sick. I really enjoyed it. If you end up testing out Jewelry Bonney, let me know what you're doing. Let me know how your Doflamingo matchups go. We got to be ready for the Doflamingo Storm. OP08.5 is here in a few days, and yeah, this is my testing for it. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button for more. All right, OPCO out. Peace.